The perimeter of a square is 12 meters. What is the area of the square? So we're going to draw a square just to have a visual. And if the entire thing is 12 around, so 12 divided by 4, it's going to be 3, meaning each side is 3 meters. So if each side is 3 meters, I have to find the area. So the area is length times width. So this is going to be 3 times 3 equaling 9 square meters. So that 9 square meters is the final answer. Ooh. All right, number 3. The state of Nevada is shaped like a trapezoid. So even if you didn't know what Nevada looked like, draw a trapezoid, okay? So we have our trapezoid. So remember, trapezoids have the parallel sides. Calculate the approximate area of Nevada if bases are 200 and 475. So we have 475 is the longer one, 200 miles here, and the height is 320. Okay, so that's the height, is 320. So we have to find the area for this. So we have to do the bases together, which is going to be, so that's going to be 600, so 475 plus 200, okay? And that's going to be 675. And then we're going to multiply that times the height. So that's going to be times 320, times 320. And we're going to divide all of that by 2. So that's going to be a total of 108,000 square miles. Okay, so multiply, then we divide by 2. Number 4, Samuel's pumpkin patch last year was a rectangle that measured 31 meters by 13 meters wide. This year, he increased the area of the pumpkin patch by increasing the length, but not the width. He increased the area of the patch by 104 square meters. What is the length of the expanded pumpkin patch? So for this one, I started off with drawing a rectangle. Okay? So the rectangle measured 31 meters long and 13 meters wide. So 31 and 13. So when I did 31 and 13, I've got 403 meters square as that original area. So I know that he is increasing the length of the patch, but not the width. So it's still going to be 13 wide, but I'm increasing the patch. Okay? And the area is increased, so this part's going to be 104 meters square. So I know with my multiplication strategies that 13 times something equals 104. So when I divide that in my calculator, I do 104 divided by 13, and I got 8, okay? So my new dimension is 8, and it's still 13 wide. The question is, what is the length of the expanded pumpkin patch? So for this question, I accepted if you put 8 or if you put 39. I accepted both answers. So either 31 or 8. All right, next one. Caleb has 86 square stickers of different colors that each measure 3 inches on a side. So I'm going to draw a sticker, and it's got 3 inches on each side. He has 86 of these. He wants to use them to cover the front of his notebooks. If his notebooks measure 9 inches by 12 inches, how many whole notebook fronts can he cover with the stickers? So this is an area problem. So I know the area of this one is 9. And I know the area of 12 times 9 is 108. So I need to figure out how many, let's see here, inches, right? So I need to figure out how many 9, square inch stickers will fit there. So I do 108 divided by 9, and I can fit 12 stickers on a notebook. But that's not the final question. The final question says, how many notebooks can he cover? Well, I've got 86 stickers. So now I need to do 86 divided by 12. So 86 divided by 12 is equal to 7.166 repeating. Well, I can't have partial of a notebook covered. I want to know completely cover. So I can completely cover 7 notebooks. Completely cover 7 notebooks. All right, number 6, and this was probably the most missed question on the test. Benjamin can till the garden at a rate of 311 square centimeters per minute. All right, sorry about that break. I had to take a second. Okay, so Benjamin can till the garden at a rate of 311 square centimeters per minute. How long will it take him to till the garden if it is 12 meters long and 5 meters wide? So I'm going to first get my garden drawn. 5 meters long, 12 meters wide. And I can till the garden at 311 centimeters square per minute. A lot of people got this problem wrong because you found the area for the garden and then converted it to centimeters. When you're converting at the end, you're only converting one dimension. That's why it's important to convert first and then multiply. So when I convert first, 5 meters turns into 500 centimeters, and 12 meters turns into 1200 centimeters. So that's going to be 60, say 1, 2. So 600,000 centimeters square. So the next thing you have to do is then take these square centimeters and divide it by 311 because there's 311 sections. So that's going to be 600,000 divided by 311, and that's going to be 1,929 minutes, roughly, and there's a decimal on there too. So it'll be 1,929 minutes. That's how long it's going to take him to till the garden. I realize, I apologize, this is not a realistic question, but you could still mathematically get the answer, so I apologize for not making it realistic. All right, next problem, getting into irregular figures. To find the area and perimeter, we have to section it off, so I'm going to go ahead and divide it like it's kind of got it going already. I know this dimension is 16 feet. I need to figure out what this dimension is. I know the whole thing is 13, but I want to know just a little part. I also know that this part, when we slide it over, is 6 feet. So I can do 13 minus 6, and I'll get 7. So I'll know that this part is actually 7. So 16 times 7 is going to be 112 square feet for the area. The little sections, I'm going to do, I know the whole thing is 16, and I know this little part here is 10, and that leaves me with 6 for the total, which means that this side's going to be 3, and this little part's going to be 3. So 3 times 6 is going to be 18, and this will be 18 as well. So that's going to be 112 plus 18 plus 18. So the area in total is going to be 148 square feet. Now for the perimeter, all I have to do is I take 16. I know this whole side is 13. Let me go with another color. I know this whole side is 13. This whole side is 13. I know this little piece here is 3. This little piece is 3. This is 6, and that is 6. I need the 10, and I need the 16. So at this point, I've got all of my sides covered. And I'm just going to add those up, and I get 70 feet. Okay, so 70 feet. Looking to the right, the area of this figure, again, I'm going to section this off right here. And that's going to be 13 times 17, which is 221 meters square. And then for my triangle, I know that the entire thing is 23. Well, I only want this little section here, so I'm going to be 23 minus 13, and that's going to leave me with 10 for the base. The height is going to be 17 minus 7, and that'll give me this height here, which will also be 10. And so when I do base times height, that's going to be 10 times 10 divided by 2. So the area for that section is going to be 50. And so when I add 50 and 221, I get 271 meters square. All right, next question. All right, finding the area of the non-shaded section. So for this problem, the 15 is indicating what the length is for the whole height. For my shaded my little section here, this is 9 by 5, so this is going to be 45 square yards, okay? So that's the shaded. I want the non-shaded, so I need to find the area of the entire triangle, and then I'm going to take away the shaded section. So the entire triangle is going to be 15 times 36 for the length, divided by 2. And when I do that, my calculator, 15 times 36 is 540 divided by 2. And that's going to be 270 for the whole thing. I need to take away the 45. And I get 225. So 225 square yards as the final answer. All right, Math 6, you can fast forward just a little bit. Math 6 plus, watch this part as well. So I need to find the area of the shaded region. I know it's a square because I know that from here to here it's 10 centimeters, which means that this radius is 5, and this radius is 5. Okay? So once I do that, I'm going to do pi r squared for the area of the circles, because I know it's a whole circle. So pi r squared, which is going to be 3.14 times 5 squared. So let me get my calculator. Okay, so 3.14 times, so that's going to be 78.5. For the circles combined. So that's the total for this area of the circles. And I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to find the area of the square, which is going to be, 10 times 10, and that's going to be 100. So 100 minus 78.5, and that's going to be 21.5 square centimeters. If you got close to that, like if you use the pi symbol instead of 3.14, I should have given you credit for that. That would have been, let's see here, what your answer would have been. You would have been really close. I'm sure I would have given you credit. If you had close to 21.5 and I marked it wrong, come see me.